everybody. This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to the JG Men on Fridays. I hope all of you are having a great day so far. You just got your day started. I hope you have a great day. Today, I will be talking about therapy. And what I want to do is I want to break it down into different questions that could be like a common question that people can ask, and I'm going to give you a response to it. So, the first question, what is therapy? So therapy is basically where you are having sessions with a therapist to talk about different things in your life. With going to therapy, you could go to therapy for anything. It could be for your emotions. It could be about relationships. It could be about already having goals that you want to set in place and just needing guidance and support. And then also, you can go to therapy for different things in life. It could be an individual therapist. It could be couples therapy. It could be a family therapist, a sex therapist, all those different things. So basically with therapy, it's different sessions just to try to get your needs met. A second question, do I have to have a diagnosis? Now for me, when it comes to therapy, because myself, I'm a therapist for two different organizations, for billing purposes, you have to have a diagnosis. But when it comes to having a diagnosis, it depends on where you stand within your diagnosis. So like for example, a common diagnosis that someone can get when they are going through different phases of their life and don't really know how to like deal with different changes in their lives can be adjustment disorder. Adjustment disorder is a common diagnosis that helps to get individuals, aware of how different things are affecting them, but also how to move forward with different things, how be able to move forward for how, different things affect them. And with the diagnosis as well, it don't have to be like real severe for you to be able to, go to therapy. Only reason why you need a diagnosis, like I said before, is for insurance purposes. Certain insurances, they don't really will cover therapy sessions as long as if you're, that you have a diagnosis. Also with the diagnosis, that can help you to either, with the insurance company, they can also decide on how much they can be able to pay for your services and things of that nature. So when it comes to having a diagnosis, yes, you have to have a diagnosis because of billing purposes when it comes to insurances. What happens in therapy? So a lot of things happen in therapy, and I'm going to break it down into different things. One thing, communication. This is a way that you can be able to talk to your therapist about anything when you build that relationship with the therapist. Communication is key because when you're having that communication with your therapist, it can also help build yourself to be able to talk to others, to be able to share some things with others, to be able to release some things with others. So communication mainly happens in therapy. Education. As therapists provide psychoeducation on different things that individuals can learn within sessions. So for example, say if it's an individual that's coming to you and they don't know the different types of communication styles, that therapist can provide education on the different types of communication styles and having the client actually put into practice of what those different styles mean to them, and if they show any examples of those styles in their daily living. Practice. So with practice, therapists will have a client, go through different skills in the session for them to be able to, one, get comfortable within themselves, to be able to practice it on their own. And most of the time, some therapists give homework assignments to the clients to say, okay, we learned this skill in therapy. I want to give you a homework assignment and actually practice it outside of therapy. And then come back in the session and say, how did you do? And then lastly, working out problems. So in therapy, most of the times, people come to therapy to say, oh, I got a problem with this, I got a problem with that. And as therapists, we tend to we're not saying that we are the ones that solve the problems for you, but we are the ones to help you guide you through the problems so you can be able to work things out within yourself. So again, what is therapy? Therapy are sessions. Do you have to have a diagnosis? Yes, for insurance purposes. What happens in therapy? Communication, education, practice, and working out problems. And the coping exercise I want to leave you with when it comes to the topic of therapy, and if you have any questions about therapy, or even if you're in therapy right now is to don't be afraid to talk to your therapist. Don't be afraid to ask questions with your therapist. That's what your therapist is there for. The therapist don't really know like all the things that you're going through, or won't really know how to read your mind real easy. All you have to do is just ask your therapist a question, and your therapist could be able to guide you to the right answer, guide you into the right direction. Even when you feel like understanding what your diagnosis is, ask your therapist. If you want to know how much you're getting charged or what the billing entails when it comes to therapy, ask your therapist. If you want to know about the different policies that has to happen in a therapy session, ask your therapist. Don't be afraid to ask your therapist on different questions. And that's all I want to leave you with today. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG Mail Fridays, you know you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out all the videos on there. Go on my website on Wix to check out the videos on there, learn more about me. Check out different podcast episodes I've been a part of. Check out any articles I did for Healthy Living Magazine and ways to connect with me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. Again, I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And now I'm going to leave you with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace.